Hi, boys and girls. My name is Miss Tracy, and I work for the Paluxy River Children's Advocacy Center. And where I work, everybody's job has to do with kids and about keeping kids safe. So that's what my job has to do with, and I get to talk to kids like I'm talking to you today about all different ways that they can help keep themselves safe, but what to do if they don't feel safe as well. And so usually I do that by going into schools, but today I get to talk to you through YouTube, which is kind of cool. This is a Netsmartz presentation, and you can see it's called an online presentation for children in grades kindergarten through 2nd grade. Let's see what the first slide, what we have some friends that are going to help us today. Let's see what they have to say.
Hi kids, I'm Clicky, the Netsmartz Internet Safety Robot, and I'm so happy to be here to help teach you all about online safety.
Hey guys, my name is Nettie. Clicky has been teaching me about internet safety for years. I can't wait to tell you about what I've learned.
Hi, I'm Webster. I love being online, but you know what I love even more? Knowing I'm safer when I'm online. You guys are gonna love this presentation. I've seen it before. There are quizzes. Oh, and you get to...
Okay, Webster, don't give it all away.
Oops, sorry.
I know you guys are going to learn a lot and have fun. So pay close attention because I'm turning the mic back over to your presenter.
Thanks, Clicky. I know Clicky and his friends are going to be a big help today as we talk about how to be safer online. When we say online, we don't just mean on a computer. You can see on this screen there, you can be online on a cell phone, on a tablet, on a laptop, or on a game system like Xbox. So which one of these do you like to go online with? What do you like to use to go online? Go ahead, you can say it where you are. I can't hear you, but you can say it out loud. So what can you do online? You can watch movies, or videos. I bet a lot of you have watched videos on YouTube. You can send messages, you can listen to music, use a tablet, you can even draw or play games. There's all kinds of things that you can do online. The internet can be so much fun. Today we're going to talk about how you can be safer while having fun online. Today in the presentation we're going to talk about 4 safety rules. And so the first one, what I'm going to have you do is I want you, when I say rule number 1, I want y'all to say rule number 1. Okay, let's practice. Rule number 1. And then you're going to use your finger like it's a number 1. And then when I'll say a line of the rule, and then I want you to repeat after me. I'll pause so you can do it, okay? Rule number 1. I will tell a trusted adult if anything online makes me feel sad, scared, or confused. Even though the internet is fun, not everything online is meant for kids. This means that you might see something online that isn't meant for kids. It might make you feel sad, scared, or confused. You might not understand it. Like you could see somebody's fighting, or you could see somebody using bad language. And even if you didn't mean to find it, some things can come up that you weren't even looking for. The internet is so big, you may accidentally see some of those things. It's easy to make a wrong turn in such a big place.
There's so much to see online. Some of what's online is only for adults, so you may see something you weren't supposed to. But don't worry, there are things you can do. If you see something online that makes you feel bad, use the back button. Do you see it? There it is. Pressing the back button will take you to the last screen you were on. You can also turn off the screen.
Even though you know how to get rid of the bad pictures or videos, you still may feel bad. We're going to tell you about another important thing you can do when you see something that makes you feel sad, scared, or confused. You can tell a trusted adult about what you saw.
Yeah, they can help you report it or just talk to you about it until you feel better.
That's right. As one of Nettie and Webster's trusted adults, I always listen to them and try to help them feel safe.
He's really good at it, too.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
The gang gave us some great things to do if we stumble upon something that we weren't supposed to see online. But the most important thing to remember is that if you do come across something that you know you aren't supposed to see, you need to remember that it's not your fault. You need to tell a trusted adult, because even if you're able to get away from that, what you weren't supposed to see, you might still need to talk to somebody so that they can help you, or they just might need to talk to you until you feel better about it. Rule number 2. Everybody put your 2 fingers up. Ready to repeat after me? I will ask my parent or guardian before sharing personal information. Let's talk about what we mean by personal information. What does personal mean? Personal means it's about you. You want to make sure you keep this information to yourself and only share it with a parent or guardian. There's a ton of information a person can share online, but some of it is personal. Before you share anything personal, you should always check first with your parent or guardian. There are some things that are okay to share, like maybe your favorite ice cream flavor or your dog's name. It's even okay to share pictures if you've asked your parent or guardian first. There are also some things you should not share with others online. So let's look at this. One thing you should not share is your age. You can see that with the candles, the 6 and 7. You can see that little house, and that says address. You should not share your address, your home address. And then there's a school. Don't share where you go to school, or your email address. Information like this is personal. That means it's just for you. No one online has the right to try and find out these things about you. And if they try, you should make sure and tell a trusted adult. So what could happen? Let's say I share some of that personal information in the wrong place. Sometimes there are people on the internet, just like there are in real offline, that don't do the right things. And this guy looks like he doesn't do the right things, right? So if I shared information online, it could give someone else the ability to send a virus to my phone or my computer or whatever device I'm using. And that sounds funny, doesn't it? If I have a virus myself, that means I'm sick, right? Well, our phones and computers can also get sick. That means that they could stop working, or a lot of things could start going wrong with them. And so there are people that do that kind of thing. And then sometimes the personal information they can get could let them be able to pretend that they are us. So even they could take money from you if you share your personal information. So they could use your credit card information and pretend that it's you, or not your credit card, but your parents' credit card. So we have to be very careful with the things that we share online, because there are people that might be trying to steal things from you or cause bad things to happen on your computer. Sometimes when you want to play a game or enter a website, they ask you to sign up. There may be a form to fill out, like this one, asking for your name and email address or other information. If your parent or guardian approves of the website, it's okay to sign up with their help. But you should never sign up for a website or download something in a phone or tablet without checking with them first. Now we're going to talk about pop-ups. Not every website asking you to sign up is safe. And what this is, here we go. This is a pop-up. So a pop-up is a little box that just pops up even if you don't click on anything. Many pop-ups are flashy and colorful. Some even promise you a reward for entering personal information. Don't do it. Instead, click on the X in the corner of the pop-up or click the back button. If you're unsure about something or having trouble getting rid of a pop-up, ask a trusted adult for help. But if you're in the middle of playing a game or doing something else online and this comes up, you always need to know this is probably somebody trying to trick you and you need to X out of it. So you can also talk to people online, right? You might not even know them in real life, so you could be playing a game with them like these kids are doing here, and you can talk to each other. So they actually have little headsets with microphones that they can use to talk to each other. Playing a game or building your own virtual world can be really fun, but when you talk to people, you need to only be talking about the game or that virtual world. You don't need to know someone's name or where they go to school to play games with them. So don't ever let anyone pressure you into talking about personal things. Now we're here for a quiz. This says, what would you do? Let's see what you remember about what we've talked about so far. Looks like they are watching something online and all of a sudden this happens. What did we say this was called? This is a pop-up. This says, congratulations, you won a puppy. And you're supposed to fill out that information and then it says, send me my prize. Well, what would you do if this popped up while you were playing a game? That's right, you would hit the X or the back button because we know that pop-ups are usually a trick. And do you think that somebody's actually going to send you a puppy in the mail? I don't think so, so you need to make sure that you click the X and don't fill out that information. Okay, let's try another one. You're on netsmartzkids.org watching videos of Clicky, Nettie, and Webster. Netsmartz is having a contest. To enter, you have to fill out a permission slip and have it signed by a parent or guardian. Should you fill out the form with your name and address? Only if your parent or guardian says it's okay. Some websites actually ask for information for good reason, but you should still check first with your parent or guardian. Think about this one. You're playing a game online with someone you don't know in real life. You discover that you live in the same state. They ask you what school you go to. Should you tell them? Well, she looks really nice. What would be bad about telling her? Does he really know her? No, so no way. You don't really know people online. You can't trust someone you don't really know. So no, he should not give that information. Okay, one more. You're playing in a virtual world and chatting with another player you don't know. They ask you to suggest another game for them to play. Should you? Sure, go for it. When you're talking to someone online through a game, it's okay to talk about the game. So that's all about personal information. It's yours. So no one else has the right to know it. Sometimes there are places it's okay to share, but you always need to tell or talk to a trusted adult and get their permission before doing it. Rule number 3. Put your 3 fingers up. Now repeat after me. I won't meet face-to-face with anyone from the internet. So it's important. We can meet new people all the time. You met people at the beginning of your school year probably, or you might meet someone if you were playing at the park. And you can meet people online, but it's important to remember you should keep your online friends online. There's something really important to remember about talking to people online. You don't really know them. When you meet someone in person, it's easier to get to know them because you can see them. But online, the only thing you know is what they say, and they could say anything. Imagine being in a room with your eyes closed. If someone told you the room was pink, how could you be sure they were telling the truth? Well, that's easy. You just have to open your eyes. You can't trust everything people say online. Since you can't be sure about who someone is, it's best to just stay friends with them online and not meet them. Now let's see how well Webster knows this lesson.
Hey guys! Making new friends online can be so much fun, but it's important to remember the third rule of internet safety. I will never meet face-to-face with anyone from the internet. Let's go through an example to see if you got it. Let's say you made a friend playing a game online. You've been playing with this person for months. The two of you have tons of fun together. They asked to meet you offline so you can play at the park face-to-face. Should you meet them?
No way! Even if I've been playing with them online for years, I still don't really know them.
Good job, buddy!
Yeah! Alright! Woohoo!
Thanks, Clicky. You're doing a great job too. So just like Clicky and Webster showed us, it's never a good idea for kids to meet someone face-to-face if you only know them online. Like I said before, a good rule of thumb is to keep online friends online. Wow, we're already to rule number 4. Say rule number 4. I hope you have your 4 fingers up. Repeat after me. I will always use good netiquette and not be rude or mean online. So netiquette is the same thing as manners. So has an adult ever told you to say please and thank you or to close your mouth when you chew? That means they're telling you to have good manners. Well, there's also good manners online, and we call that netiquette. So if you're playing a game with someone, it can be a lot of fun. But if you start to not do very well on the game, you might get mad or frustrated. It's really important not to use bad words or to be mean to someone when you're frustrated, even if you get upset while playing the game. You should always talk to people the way you want them to talk to you. It's the golden rule, just like when we're not on the computer. We should be treated the way we want to be treated, and we should treat others that way as well. If you're typing messages to people, make sure you only use lowercase letters. Have you ever seen the cap lock sign you can see over there on the right-hand side of the screen? It's on your computer keyboard. It means your letters will appear in all capital letters. Using all caps makes it seem like you're yelling, so make sure you don't have the cap lock key turned on. Now, what are these called? I bet y'all know. Call it out. What are they called? Yes, they are emojis. They're a fun way to show someone when you're joking. You might hear them called smiley faces. If you send someone a smiley face, you're telling them that you're happy. If you send a frowning face, it means that you're sad. Emojis help explain how you feel if you're saying something to be funny and you want to make sure the person knows you're joking. You could use a smiley face to help them understand. Now, what if someone is mean to you online? Sadly, not everybody is nice, and sometimes people are mean. So if they say something mean to you, even if you want to say something mean back, don't. The best thing you can do when someone is being mean to you online is to tell a trusted adult. They may be able to help you report it, or they can just listen and comfort you. All right, now we're going to make it nice. It looks like this message is in all capital letters. So if I read that, I would think it's saying, I don't know, and like somebody's yelling at me. So how can we make it nice? Oh, that looks much better. Now it's in little letters or lowercase letters, so it doesn't look like that person is yelling. So what would you do? You're having fun and being nice online, but then this other person is being mean to you online and calling you names. What would you do? Don't respond and tell a trusted adult. Remember, just because another person is acting mean doesn't mean you have to act mean too. Talk about it with an adult so they can help you. Let's make this nice. I see both of these tablets or phones have the same message in them. You are so silly. One of them has a smiley face emoji. Which one is nice? Yes, the one with the emoji, because if you use that emoji, you make sure that the other person knows that you're being silly or kidding around. The other one could make someone feel like you were making fun of them. Using emojis helps us to be able to make sure the other person understands what we're saying. Remember, you want people to be nice to you, so you should be nice to them. It's all up to us to keep the internet fun. Good job. Let's go over all the rules again, and you're going to repeat after me like we've done before. So when I say what rule it is, you're going to put that number of fingers up. So here we go. I will. Well, back up. I should have said rule number 1. I will tell my trusted adult if anything makes me feel sad, scared, or confused. Number 2, I will ask my trusted adult before sharing information like my name, address, and phone number. Rule number 3, 3 fingers up. I will not meet face-to-face with anyone from the internet. Rule number 4, I will always use good netiquette and not be rude or mean online.
Man, I can't believe it's over already. I hope you guys had fun.
And learn something.
Oh, right, and learned something.
Yeah, you guys are so smart. You'll have no problem remembering the 4 rules of internet safety.
That's right. You guys are the best. Be sure to thank your presenter. Weren't they awesome? It was nice to meet you guys. Don't forget to use your Netsmartz and be safer online. Bye.
Goodbye.
Come on, Webster.
Webster.
Bye.
I've had a lot of fun today teaching you all about being safer online. Thank you for having me. I hope y'all have a great rest of the day, and I'll get to talk to you again about some other ways to keep yourself safe. Thanks, guys.